Hello, this is Boris, host of Get Ungrounded Trivia, and I'm here with an educational video showing how to properly vote characters for Get Ungrounded Trivia. The reason this video is being made is because tons of people are doing it wrong, and it's getting a little bit annoying, so something needs to be done. Note that if you've made any of these mistakes before, then don't feel bad, just learn from them and don't do them again in the future. Anyways, let's get started with the learning. Alright, so first up, let's cover where you're supposed to vote for new characters. There are so many places to leave comments on Pappy Animate's channel, so anywhere is okay, right? Wrong, there is only one place where requests for contestants will be accepted, and that's on the community tab, and only when there's a post there asking for it. If Pappy wants people to leave their requests for contestants, he will make a post on the community tab where you can leave your request, and this is the only place that you'll be taken. Also, it will only be open for a few days, so if it says that voting has ended, then just wait for another one. If you ask for contestants anywhere else, it will not be counted. They will only be counted if you ask in the community tab in the right post at the right time. So anyways, let's say there is a new post there asking for contestants, and you want to leave a comment. There's nothing special you need to know about, right? Wrong, there are several rules you need to follow when you ask for a character. They are not that complicated, but tons of people still get them wrong anyway, so let's go over them. Firstly, and most importantly, you are only allowed to vote for one character at a time. Not 3 characters, only one. So if you vote for more than one character, only the first will count. You are also only allowed to leave one comment, so if you're caught leaving more than one, then the extra will be deleted. This of course does not apply to replying to other comments. Next, you're not allowed to vote for yourself, because I'm sorry, but it would be kind of boring if everyone who got picked were 3 random people nobody had ever heard of. The same goes for OCs, aka original characters, as it would be kind of boring if everyone was just some random character nobody knows created by a random person. Original characters are still allowed in 2 situations. The first is that it's one that's well known enough that it will appear on Google, such as Sanichu. The other time original characters are allowed is if it's one created by Pappy Animate, such as Thumbs Up Guy or the Mexican Poop Man. Next, and this is a big one, we have to actually be able to tell who you mean by your comment. There are many ways to make mistakes here, so let's go over them. First of all, you have to make sure you give enough detail that we can figure out who you mean, like there are so many people with this name, so how are we supposed to know who you mean? As a rule of thumb, you should try googling whoever you voted for, and make sure that what comes up is who you wanted. Otherwise, give more details. It will also help to make sure that you're voting for someone who actually exists, like who the heck is this? They aren't even real, so how do you expect Pappy to know them? Also, please double check to make sure that you spelled their name correctly, because misspellings will make it 10 times harder for Pappy to figure out who you meant. Alright, I think that about covers it, so now we're about to have a little quiz to see what you've learned. Where are you allowed to request contestants for Get Ungrounded Trivia? Take a second to answer this one in your mind. The correct answer is A. You can only request characters on the community tab, and only when they're asked for. Now let's do another one. How many characters are you allowed to request? The correct answer is B. You can only request one character at a time. Now let's move on. What should you do before posting your comment? The correct answer is C. You should first Google what you typed to make sure that the things that show up are who you wanted, and you should also check your spelling too. The next question is, when are OCs allowed to be requested? The answer is C. Original characters are usually not allowed, but if they are really popular and will quickly appear on Google when searched for, then they are okay. Also, if the character is one created by Pappy Anime 2012, then it is also okay. Now let's move on to another question. Oh no, it's been 5 seconds since the last episode of Get Ungrounded Trivia. What should you do? The answer is you shouldn't do anything, because these episodes take a long time to make, and asking when it will come out won't make it come any faster, so just be patient. Anyways guys, that's the end of this educational video on how to request characters for Get Ungrounded Trivia. I hope that you learned a lot from it. Bye bye.